His name was on the other, and they guided him down the aisle. It's only about 50 feet, and it took him at least a minute and a half to get to the defense table. The public and the media that were gathered there, no jury, of course, we were all stunned at what he looked like. I mean, I was here and up close and personal on Pajama Day. Remember that? I was part of the very two-person pool. Today, he looks worse. He is dressed impeccably. Somebody has taken time to put on his diamond-encrusted cufflinks. He's got a full face of makeup today, but other than that, he just looks like hell. I mean, can I say that? I guess I just did.
You just did.
Anyway,
Diane, on Pajama Day, you described Michael Jackson as the face, looking sort of like the face of death. How could he possibly look worse today?
Well, you can see the pictures that we're seeing. His hair was down in clumps. The thing that I noticed, Jamie, is he's completely unfocused. His eyes don't really focus on any one thing. They're up at the ceiling, and he, perhaps has taken some medication. There was a doctor with him today. You couldn't tell it was a doctor because he was wearing a baseball jacket that said Big Dogs on the back. His name is Dr. Burt Weiner, and he's with Santa Ynez Hospital. He had on a pair of blue-green scrubs, and he was overheard in the court hallway while Michael Jackson, he entered the court, then he left, and at that point the doctor was
sometimes tequila, and that he would drink those. She said that sometimes she would hide little mini bottles, that's what she said, we call them minis, so we all have a new vocabulary word, for example, in the lavatory, so that he could find them. She said she did it to make sure they were out of the reach of children. She was asked on cross-examination if she knew why Michael Jackson wanted wine in Coke cans, and she said she didn't know. But there were several objections that was like pulling teeth, and they were never really able to get the answer out of her, although Mesmer suggested the answer to his question, which was that Michael Jackson didn't want his children to see him drink. So the defense is offering that by way of explanation for why he would drink wine out of Coke cans. But on redirect, Gordon Auchincloss, the deputy DA, stood up and said, well, now his children weren't on all of the flights that you serviced, isn't that right? And she said, that's right. And he said, but you still served the white wine and Diet Coke cans, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yes, she said that she did.
And we heard about the testimony, Savannah, of Jackson being a secret drinker. We look at this shot of him leaving court and not looking too good. Diamond, if I could go back to you for a second. What is he, 115 pounds, I remember from the booking? I mean, he's a very thin man, and to have that amount of alcohol in a short time at that weight, I just wonder about the effect on Jackson. Does he have a substance abuse problem?